And now, Your Excellency, we're going to shift to another subject, and that is the subject of a leader of the Islamic Defenders Front, or the FPI, Rizieq, who just returned to Indonesia. And initially, he had denied that he had overstayed in Saudi Arabia and claiming that Saudi Arabia had previously rejected his exit permit. But later he said that his visa was actually extended. But we're also, of course, receiving such conflicting reports from the government, from Rizieq himself, from FPI, and many more. So from the Saudi Arabian government side, on having to host Rizieq for years, is there a message that you would like to convey after his return here to Indonesia?
Well, there is no any message, because Rizieq was there in Saudi Arabia as any other Muslim. He was staying in Mecca, and when the time comes that he want to be back to Indonesia, so authorities allowed him to be back, and there was no any kind of problem, just to let him stay more in the country, because it's the decision is Rizieq decision. It's not our decision. Okay. So when he decided to come back to Indonesia, we allowed him to decide. There was in the beginning kind of stay affiliation, but after that it was normal, and he preferred to stay sometimes. When he decided to come back, we allowed him to be back.
Okay. So communications have always been very tight between the Saudi Arabian government and the Indonesian government when it comes to the stay of Rizieq.
Well, there was a kind of communication between the two sides, yes.
Okay. And regarding his overstay, the government said that it implicated a very hefty fine. So who was actually housing Rizieq at the time? Was there any institutions involved, or the government, or was it just Rizieq individually who had stayed?
I think it's individually.
Okay.
There was no any kind of problem. There was any kind of what we call it, violation or wrong or against the immigrant system in the country. He was individually preferred to stay until it was the time to be back. So